So this was the first development project that I did back end of 2019. We basically bought a small field, the tiny field, a development site. Came with planning down in Ashford in Kent. As you can see, it's an empty plot. We cleared the plot and got the thing started. Like I say, towards the back end of 2019, the diggers came in and we started to dig the footings. Quite a small, compact, 2-bedroom detached property. And then the rains came. Oh my goodness, did it rain? We had all sorts of problems with the footings. As you can see, got nearly washed out. We managed to retain the sidewalls. Then we had a bit of a problem with the soil that came out had to be returned because we found it had asbestos in it. So rather than cost £600, cost £2,000 per load to get rid of. So I bought some new wellies. The soil eventually got removed and we were able to prep the site ready for the slab to be poured, reinforced and ready to go. That's always the exciting day. My favourite bit, when you pour the slab and you can start to see the base, that when you're out the ground, you can start to plan a little bit more effectively or accurately. The bricks started to go in and then we are fully all singing, all dancing. And the rains had stopped and we were starting to really motor with this project. The sun was even shining and we had some beautiful brickwork. And then COVID hit and it was down tools. March 2020, the place was empty for a little while. Got back on site by summer. The timbers went in. Supplies were difficult. It was unpredictable, but we struggled through. It delayed us somewhat, but we eventually got there. Roof was put together, and all the various weatherproofing. We got it watertight with a nice slate effect tile. And the property started to take shape and towards the back end of 2020. So this was a 1-year project pretty much, and it worked very nicely indeed. Some finishing touches, you can see there, a bit of a shiplap concrete slab on the front fascia, a laminate floor over underfloor heating. Garden was real simple, low maintenance property. Bought it for £50,000, spent 90 building it. So some decent profit margins in that first development project and looking to move on to the next. So that was the project down in Kent. Really enjoyed doing that first development project. There was really good numbers in it. And I think that there was lots of learnings, as there would be in any first sort of deployment of any strategy. But I think the main thing was in the team, the importance of that kind of wider team and relying on other people's skills and expertise, even more so, I think, than in the other strategies where I've retained properties in the past. Obviously, going out the ground, relying on the architect, then relying on planning officer, their perspectives. Then you're looking at the builder and his team, or teams within teams, the legals that went around the procurement of the site and the slight challenges that we had along the way. But more than anything was having those experts around so that when the challenges did come along, and inevitably they do, right? We had problems with the asbestos, we had problems with COVID, we had problems with supply, that we had somebody within the team who had the knowledge to be able to rectify the problem, push through, got through, over time, on schedule, on budget, not on schedule. But hey, look, I'd do it again in a heartbeat.